Hello everyone, this is Sharon Mistretta and welcome to a presentation regarding an interdisciplinary team prototype Android application that I wrote. I took my inspiration for this project from some of the information that was in our session 5 videos because I did see the spreadsheets that the interdisciplinary teams were putting together to monitor their students in attendance and behavior and course performance. And I noticed that during these meetings, one person was in charge of placing all this information into a spreadsheet, but the others did not necessarily have access to that data in real time. So what I did was I took some of the information from the spreadsheet that we were given for one of our assignments, and I took the names of the schools, 3 schools from this list, and then I put together a Google spreadsheet of my own that I imagined would be a set of students from 3 of the schools mentioned in the spreadsheet. And I chose Barnum, College View, and Force Elementary. And what I did was I created a Google spreadsheet that I read into the Android application so that teachers and administrators and district leaders can have all of this information aggregated for them into a mobile application that they can either run on their tablet or mobile device. I imagined that there would be teams in each of the schools. I numbered the teams differently for each school so that they can know where the team was. So for instance, I didn't put 2 team 1s in a school. It's team 1, team 2, and team 3. I created a student ID and I followed the pattern that we used in our high school where I taught technology, where the first 2 letters indicate the student's graduation year, so they would know that this is a 6th grade student and can figure out when they graduate out of the district. And also I just selected random Hispanic names because I imagined that this is a Hispanic population of English language learners. And then I essentially just made up the data similar to what I saw in the presentation. So attendance, number of days absent, tardy, behavioral referrals, and then math and English language arts data, again, that I made up. So the what I thought was September proficiency from the sample that was in the presentation, so that is a percentage. The 4th quarter is a letter grade. And then this is their designation of either proficient basic or below basic. And then I did the same thing for English language learners, for English language arts. And then I also had put a notes field because I figured that the person that is at the meeting would be keying in notes depending on what they are deciding to do with a particular student. So when I come over to MIT App Inventor, I'm going to show you the emulator of the application. So what this application does is it takes that Google spreadsheet and it reads it into this application and it puts it into a spinner so that the person using this, either a team member or a principal or administrator, can just use this drop-down menu, and these are all the students. So they can scroll through the students, select one, and then what it does is it goes over to a second screen and it pulls in that data for the students. So you can see that they were absent 11 days, tardy 12, behavior referrals. So this is a student that they assigned a soccer coach as a mentor, and then go back to screen 1. And that's just giving the opportunity then to select another student. So what I did was I approached my stakeholders for this application. And I did ask my group A to give me feedback as well as our professors, because my stakeholders in my demographic are either on break or they couldn't turn this around in time for to get this in for our course. So what I did was I got feedback from my classmates and professors. And what they had thought was that I could enhance this application so that, as you can see, there's a good amount of real estate still on the screen. So I could have information that I can then put an administrator's tool panel right here and a team tool panel. For the administrators panel and district, I would pull all of this information and form charts on a different screen so that I can show trends and information that is overview in nature for district leaders, and then for the teams, I would be able to let them create or have maybe a slider that they can find out. They can set parameters so that they can see what students are considered red flags. So for instance, a certain threshold of attendance, a certain threshold of tardy or behavior or course scores, so that they can examine who are the red flagged items that they can then take immediate action. So what this application does is it aggregates all the information in a spreadsheet, reads it in, and then gives them tools to take a look at either the student or take a look at the district and have more timely information that they can then affect change and work toward the benefit of their team of students, their group of students, or the students in the district. So I welcome your feedback. Thank you.